wake up in the morning, you should look yourself in the mirror and say, fuck you. Fuck your hopes, fuck your dreams, fuck your plans, fuck everything you thought this life was gonna bring you. Now let's go out there and try to make this bitch happen.
Welcome to the We Divided by Zero podcast for another week, the only podcast to prove the existence of unicorns. And by the way, unicorn meat tastes delicious. I'm D.
And I'm Will. How you going, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, after we've proved that unicorns do exist, can we also try and prove that dolphins exist?
Well, why?
Because I've heard
they're no good for anything.
I don't know about that. Have you ever made love to a dolphin?
No, have you?
No. No, I have not.
I have not.
Oh, dear. Can we... yeah, go.
Just wanted to... this is what, episode 6, is that right?
If we're counting, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, episode 6, and I've drawn an interesting parallel with this. Now, if you're subscribing to us on iTunes, which I'm hoping you are, you lovely people, you'll notice that our episodes on iTunes start at episode 4 and they go 4, 5, 6. So this is like the original trilogy.
Oh,
and
nice.
Episodes 1, 2, and 3, which we will admit are shit, are locked in the vault. So we've got our shit trilogy just the same.
That's awesome. Yeah, the unreleased version, just like George Lucas's impending wedding video, which we spoke about last week. That's very true. Yes, we had. Yep. Wow.
Hey, and can you tell me this just quickly about the Star Wars films as well?
Yeah.
And I'm sure every nerd on the planet has figured this out already, and it's been spoken about in, blatant tones all over the interwebs.
Right.
But in the shitty third film so this is the second trilogy.
Yeah.
And robot actor and Obi-Wan are fighting on the volcano planet.
Yes.
And it comes to the end and he's like, you can't beat me, Anakin, I've got the higher ground, and he tries to flip over him and he cuts his arms off.
Yep. Give it up, Anakin. Yes.
What's that, sorry?
No, go on, go.
I was going to say, in The Phantom Menace, wasn't Obi-Wan hanging underneath Darth Maul and he had the higher ground?
Yes, he did. Yeah, I guess in that case, if you want to get total nerd out on it, I guess the difference was that Darth Maul was, basically Obi-Wan was just hanging by that little conveniently located whatever it was to hang off on. Yeah. And unarmed. So I guess if you wanted to full on geek out on it, right. That's probably, but it's a good point. It's a good point that Darth Maul did have the higher ground in that part. So
it has been spoken about before, hasn't it?
Probably, I'd say so.
Right. Okay. Okay.
People, those sorts of people, I'm not admitting to being one of them. I totally am.
Yeah, those nerds that are like, in episode 3.4, you're on Volcano Rock prop number 6172C, barcode-A.
And then I noticed the scuff mark on your left boot changed back 1 centimeter. Explain.
Yeah.
Actually, didn't Simpsons did that, didn't they, with Comic Book Guy?
Who, sorry?
Didn't Simpsons do that with Comic Book Guy? They did one episode where he was like, in episode 4, scene 3, please explain. So
he had a binder full of binary code from Star Trek. Right. And he'd been through the entire binary code of ones and zeros, and he'd picked up inconsistencies.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's the 7,238 zero should be a 1. Please. Yeah. I can't do Comic Book Guy.
Oh, can't you? Oh, fair enough.
He's cool though. I like Comic Book Guy. It's not.
He is awesome.
No, he is good. So we've been playing Hitman. I've been playing Hitman, and you said you've been playing Hitman, the latest Hitman game, Absolution. I think I need to go see a therapist.
Why?
Well, I'm getting bored with the game, so I'm just playing the level where you go into the strip club. And then because the strippers won't dance with me, I just put it on that slow motion shooting mode and just empty like an entire clip into all the strippers.
And do you feel like you're doing a service
Yeah, I am,
by doing this? Or
cheaper lap dances for the gaming community.
So
I
even in
want
the
my
virtual
bitch.
world, you're repressed sexually and have to blow strippers' heads off.
Well, yes, I have. Yes, I. That's terrible. Don't worry, but I don't discriminate. I do play every level where I, kill everyone else. So yeah.
Right. Oh, lucky. I thought you were going to say, I don't discriminate. I make sure I kill every female on every level.
No. I don't make bad jokes like that. I don't. Well, I do, but I usually wait until at least minute 7 of the podcast. So we've got another minute 30. So.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Just talk amongst yourselves for a minute and a half.
Yeah, just till I can come up with the most inappropriate joke. Oh dear. So you brought up with me yesterday that the well, I don't know if he is, but he probably thinks he is, and he certainly is part of it. We can't deny it. The grandfather of the modern populator of this podcasting thing, Mr. Kevin Smith. That Clerks III is going to be the movie, not Hit Somebody.
Yeah. I was catching up on some Smodcasts because I'm a bit behind on it, and it was a couple ago.
Yeah.
And I don't like I can tell the story, but I don't really want to go too deep into it because I don't want to do it any injustice.
Yeah, sure.
But essentially what he said was for the past couple of years, like he's been telling everyone, Hit Somebody was going to be his last film, and he was just having trouble cutting it down. Then he couldn't cut his script down, so he was saying that he would try to make it into 2 films, and he still couldn't cut his script down long enough. And he was saying, oh, well, what about... Well, actually, he was saying in his story that Muse said to him, how about you make it a mini-series, like a TV series? And I was like, oh, that's fucking genius. So he's apparently optioned it to a television studio, and they're going to make a TV series out of Hit Somebody.
Okay.
Which essentially, because he said he was going to make one more film, it leaves him open for another film.
Yeah.
And he was saying the last few years, and I don't know how true this is or not, but, I can't call the man a lie, but he's saying in secret they've been writing Clerks III. Which is kind of a bit awkward, because if you decided, unless he's just got annals of Clerks stuff and he just continues to write the story, because essentially it's autobiographical, so he might use it as a diary on his life or something like that.
Yeah.
But the reason they can't get it underway at the moment is because there's some bad blood with Clerks II and the distribution company, and there's some contract issues there, and they're not getting the money they should be. They're auditing... Right. Was it the Weinstein company that distributed it last time?
Yeah, I think so, the Weinstein boys.
Yeah. And he was saying, they were thinking about doing what they did with A Red State, where they shoot and produce the film, and then they take it on the road themselves, but there was something in their contract that said the Weinsteins had distribution or naming rights over the film, so they couldn't call it Clerks either. So, yeah, that's what's happening. So Clerks 3, and I checked yesterday, and it's on IMDb, it's Clerks 3. Whoever updates his IMDb page has got Clerks 3 there now, but it's just got question marks beside it for production.
Okay. I mean, obviously...
He's copping a bit of heat.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he is for a number of reasons. Obviously, as a fanboy of the Clerks things, the biggest fear for me would be fucking up George Lucas style.
Yeah.
I mean, Clerks 2 really was... I thought it was great. I thought it was a really great sequel, and it did kind of close the chapter on it. I mean, they came full circle and out running their own, they own the store now, which of course, I mean, that does make a good, nice lead in. There's plenty they can do now owning the store.
Yep.
And I'm sure it'll probably come close to bankruptcy with Jeff Anderson just treating every customer like shit. Randall, I should say. But yeah, I am scared because if you fuck it up, I mean, you've kind of left it good. Like, I don't think anyone who is a fan was unhappy with it. So
yeah, I didn't hear any bad reports on Clerks 2.
Yeah, so why risk it is my sort of is my take on it. So
yeah, but then again, I don't know. I mean, you trust the guy. I mean, he's the one that defined that.
Yeah. I guess
really, like he's the indie guy, so you trust him to know what he's doing.
Yeah. I guess the only thing is, though, I'd want him to step it up this time, and I want to see Rosario Dawson blow the donkey this time. So I'm not watching this film unless Rosario Dawson blows the donkey on camera while Muse and O'Halloran go ass to mouth.
Oh, you never go ass to mouth.
Well, apparently you do, according to the movie. So, very good.
I don't really know what he's copying a bit of heat as well about. You said you weren't going to make films anymore and blah blah blah. But I don't have any problem. Like personally,
No.
I'd love to see him come back out of retirement and make more films.
Yeah. Yep.
And he wears his heart on his sleeve, and whatever he's feeling at the time is what he says. And at the time, he was feeling like he wanted to quit film. Now maybe he's re-energized. Does that mean he should stop making films just because he said he would? These fanboys, they're so hard on this shit. They take it so seriously. Yeah.
Well, you jerk off 3 times a day to Batman comics and see if your life doesn't take a serious turn.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, can you edit
I don't
out
have a girlfriend.
Can you edit out that autobiographical moment? Mom, why are the pages stuck together? Oh, no.
I have that same problem with my GQ magazine, son.
Yeah, yep. Oh, dear. Yes. So what's been going on your neck of the woods?
Oh, nothing much. It's quite hot at the moment, isn't it? Is it hot where you are as well?
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
It's
hitting
pretty hot.
38, 39 degrees, so...
Yeah, and I've noticed an interesting fashion trend, and I don't know if this has hit Perth as well, but in Victoria...
Right.
People have started to wear denim cutoffs.
Denim cut, like jeans that have been hacked off?
Yeah, jeans that have been hacked off, but jeans that have been hacked off so high that you actually see the person's arse cheeks hanging out of the pants. It's ridiculous.
And the pockets coming down the front?
Yeah, that's right. The pockets come out the front. They're cut down so short. I didn't know if it was a Melbourne thing because Melbourne are only like, warm 2 weeks in the year.
All right, well, let's before you go any further, let's insert a morality test. Okay, so you're sounding like you didn't like it. Okay, so let me just clarify.
Well, it was a dude and the tip of his
I was
dick
going to
was
say,
hanging at the
describe
front.
the person who was wearing it first. Because I'm getting the feeling it wasn't a young female. I'm guessing it was a male.
She was young-ish.
It was a girl.
It was a girl.
Oh, okay.
But
all right. So you love the
let's
cup.
just...
Okay, yeah, go on.
But let's put it this way.
Yeah.
When they say, do you want to upsize your meal, this is not the sort of girl that says no.
Right, okay, sure.
Right. And I'm not picking on anyone.
I'm not the sort of girl who says no to an upsize. So.
Yeah. But, I'm a plus model dude myself. But I make sure that the skin folds are covered before I leave the house. So.
Yeah, fair enough.
No shame with these young kids these days. Who knows?
Yeah, fair enough. Yes, no, the little I actually have seen one person, which is why I asked if the pockets were hanging out the front because we saw this, last weekend. So, but
okay.
I don't know if this is a designer label that us cool people are missing out on, but these look like a home job to me. Like it kind of looked like someone had bought, which to me probably means there is a brand out there that's just buying jeans out of some Chinese factory, cutting them off with a rusty pair of scissors and selling them for triple the price. So
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
In fact, why don't we do that?
Surprised.
Why don't we add that?
Because
Come on, let's add that to our t-shirt line. Designer denim shorts, individually made by the We Divided by Zero team.
The We Divided by Zero denim short line.
There you go.
Okay.
Now we need a legal. Well, we need a legal waiver that you have to have had a tetanus shot to wear it because we're obviously going to have to cut them off with a rusty pair of scissors to get that authentic, jagged, vintage look.
Yeah. Well, I'm not cutting them. Are you cutting them? We're going to get some midgets to cut them. Midget slaves.
You can't say that.
And we don't know what sort of diseases they're going to have.
You can't say that word. Don't call them slaves. Employees.
Yeah, sorry.
Out of that sentence, the word I cut out was slave. Actually, on that, can we just jump to that for 1 second? Which is the derogatory term and which is the acceptable term? Is midget the wrong one and dwarf's the right one, or is it the other way around? And I'm not trying to be a prick. I'm serious for a second. Which is the offensive one?
No, they're different breeds.
No, not anymore. None of this has changed. Warwick Davis was talking about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Warwick Davis was talking about it with Carl and Ricky on one of the, things. I think it was to do with the Idiot Abroad or something like that.
Yeah.
That they were talking about, and apparently one of those ones is now offensive. One of those terms is, I think it's midget. I think dwarf's the correct one.
Oh, so what happened to little people?
I think that's out too. I don't know.
That's gone.
I don't know. I don't want to get in any more trouble than I already am, and I don't want to insinuate that the only reason dwarf won and midget didn't was because of Lord of the Rings. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's pick something that's cool.
Let's just blanket it. Let's make an official announcement now.
Okay. Well, let me.
The We Divided by Zero podcast.
Yes.
We're scrapping dwarf. We're scrapping midget. We're scrapping little person.
Oh no!
Henceforth, they shall all be
known as.
They should all be known as hobbits.
Oh no! And
Why?
we're off the air.
Yeah, we just got shut down.
Oh dear.
Why not?
Nice. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, that's not cool. It should all just be. I don't know why there are terms though. Like, I honestly I'm not trying to backpedal here, but why does there even need to be a label for it? Like, unless you're on the phone to someone ordering a product, I'm trying to think of an example in which you would necessitate actually have to say it to explain it to a person.
Well, you're right, man.
Okay, here's the only case I would be if you're going to a theme park and you want to ring up and find out what the height limit is first, to say, I want to know if I want to go on the rides because I am short. What is your height limit? I can't see why there needs to be even a word for it that has derogatory connotations. They're just everyone's
that's
people.
right.
We all shit and bleed and pray to the same imaginary. We pray to different imaginary gods, but we've all got that in common too. Well, some of us anyway. So,
that's exactly right. I mean, all jokes aside, if I'm being completely serious, there's no situation where anybody needs a label like that.
No.
I've got, there's no problems, it's not like...
Except for telemarketers. Telemarketers deserve a label.
Like what?
Fucking assholes.
Come on,
Shit-stain,
man.
I don't know.
They're just doing their job. They're just doing their job.
Fuck off. Get a different job.
What if they can't?
Well, I don't know. Don't get upset when... Do you know one rang me back and abused me?
What, for hanging up on them?
Yeah, and I was polite about it too. It was the one going around where they say, "Oh, we've detected a virus on your computer. Jump online and I'll talk you through the instructions." And I actually played along for a while to see what it is. And what it turns out, what they do is they end up directing you to a fake website and downloading a Trojan software. And I said,
"Oh, so it was a scam."
Yeah, it's a full-on scam. They ring up and say they're from Microsoft and they've detected a virus on your computer. And they're going to talk you through how to fix it. So they sit you down in front of your computer, click here, click there. They do usual shit that IT people would do. And then they're like, okay, go to this site and download this update and you're all fixed. Mm-hmm. Anyway, this I let it go through it and I just said, look, I don't want to be rude. I know you're just doing your job, but this is a scam. Like, we know this is a scam. We're not stupid. So, realistically, you really should not work for this company. It's a scam. Goodbye. And hung up. She rings me back. How dare you? I am not a scam. I'm just trying to help you get rid of virus on your computer. I was like, no, you're not. So it actually led me to believe, do they actually even tell these people that they are actually helping them?
Yeah, like they might tell them that they've been employed as IT professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just tell them only upper management knows.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, God. Poor sons of bitches. I don't even entertain their call anymore, man. As soon as I cotton on it's a telemarketer, I just hang up. I don't even bother. I don't know why you're polite about it.
No, just on this case I was because I don't know why actually. Generally I just hang up. I don't bother with them. I don't outrightly abuse. I've played games with them if I've got the time. One of them was trying to ring me up and sell me a holiday, so I just said, all right, book 2 tickets and I'll take you. And they're like, or I asked them if I can take my elephant, and yeah. My favorite one is when they used to do it years ago, trying to sell you the mobile phones. My favorite one was to say, you know what, I'll get 1 for me, 1 for my wife, 2 for my kids. Oh, I've got some birthdays coming up. Give me 27. And they're like, oh, okay, 27. I'll say, yeah, I'll just get my credit card. And they're like, okay, give us your credit card number. And so you start reading out your credit card number, and then you just go like, 4560 1213 12, hang up. And they ring back because they want the order. They ring back and, we got cut off. Oh, did we? Sorry, let me just get you that credit card number. Okay, where were we up to? Start again. Okay, 4542. It's just
Or you go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
6. Like there's gaps.
Yeah. It's not my phone. It must be yours. My phone works fine. In fact, why am I buying a phone? You should buy my phone. Your phone doesn't work.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And so in other news, jumping off topic, David Bowie's going to release a new album.
Why?
Because he's awesome.
Oh, you love that Labyrinth shit, don't you?
I knew it.
Oh,
shut up. Labyrinth is awesome.
Spandex.
That's a great movie.
Sucking Muppet cock.
Hey, whoa. They weren't Muppets. They were Goblin. Well, they were Muppets because they were made by Oz and Henson, so...
Let me tell you, I'll tell you the two, I've got 2 words for you, and I'll tell you why you love that film so much. And I didn't really get it because I was a bit younger when you first started watching it.
Yes.
But the 2 words are the reason you love those films so much. And it's not Muppet cock, they're not the 2 words.
All right.
The 2 words are Jennifer and Connolly.
I thought you were going to say Connolly boobs, but yeah, all right.
Okay, either way.
Because no, she's only 16 when she made that film, but... yeah, no, Labyrinth is a cool movie, so yes. But no, Ben Bowie's awesome. You don't like Bowie?
Oh, yeah. I was just being facetious, but...
okay.
Yeah. So what of this new album?
What do you mean, what of it?
Like, what's happening with it?
I don't know, it's been released. That's
that's it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I got on that topic. I was meant to have some more information, like release dates and a bit of a track review and
I wanted to hear some spoilers and shit.
What are we doing? A podcast with an audience? We're just talking to each other. Oh, what is this thing?
Breaking news: David Bowie's done something.
Yeah. And in other news, a guy's wearing a shirt. Repeat: people are wearing shirts. Oh dear! Don't tell. Now you've killed. Now I can't think of what else I was going to say.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to ruin it for you.
Yeah. And I didn't turn up to the pre-production meeting, so I've got no idea.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Our production meetings kind of happen on air, so...
Yeah, that's true.
That.
That's true. And unfortunately, like other podcasts, we don't get stoned or drunk. So we tend... our ramblings are not at least intoxicated.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Oh,
maybe
yes.
We should.
Yes.
Ooh.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Oh, we can give that a go. So, yes, what else has been happening?
Oh, I've just finished, I don't know if I want to go into this now because, I just finished watching, it's a bit old, but I just finished watching the latest Jason Bourne movie, Bourne Legacy.
Yeah, we watched that actually last weekend on DVD, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was a bit disjointed.
I guess we can discuss it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
It was crap.
So first of all, I don't. It is crap. I don't read the book, so I don't know. I'll go probably end to finish because my point is, I didn't realize it's quite clearly a reboot of the franchise until like closer to the end.
Yep.
Is it not quite obviously just another origin story? Because I thought it was an extension, but.
Well, it is, but it isn't, because what I liked about that movie was at the start, and at least for the first, half an hour, 40 minutes into it, they're really, you're sort of a bit going, well, hang on, now I've got to think quickly back, do I need to pause this to think back to the Bourne movies to see how this fits in?
Yeah.
But it does slot in quite well in that respect. I mean, obviously, as well, it's slotted in so well that they could easily, if they could convince Damon to come back, do one with both of them in it. But what I didn't like about it was how then it just got so disjointed. And, like, I don't know about you, but when it ended, when they're on that boat at the end, and then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, well, I like being lost, and the credits rolled and Moby came on with his 17th remix of Extreme Ways, which is I actually love that track. It's a cool track. But yeah, when that ended, I was like, hang on, what? That's it? Hang on, what? She knocks the guy, the head bad guy. Excuse me.
Yeah.
She knocks him
that's
off the
the
bike
other
with,
thing.
what? Hang on, what? Wait, whoa! I want an ending.
Yeah, and they sick the counter agent onto him very late in the film. He's only in it for 6 minutes or so.
Yeah.
They should have introduced him half an hour.
No.
It took them an hour and a half to chase down these vaccines.
Yeah.
And the other thing that kind of killed it for me as well was this whole pill story that they followed. Like, it was almost like finding that you needed midichlorians to be a Jedi. Like Jason Bourne was just a programmed, badass, kick-ass agent.
Yeah,
and now we find out on this new storyline that it's just pills that they've injected into people.
Yeah, I mean, unless maybe, like you say in the books, maybe Bourne was originally on meds and the withdrawal was giving him that's what was giving him the headaches.
Yeah, it could have been.
I don't know. Maybe we can look into that. But I agree too. I totally agree with you. I kind of wanted to see, and when he was so like, okay, you finally found out his motivation was that he was a fucking retard. Or sorry, I mean a moron. You found out he was a moron, and that's why he was didn't want to go back to being an idiot. But yeah, having said that, the fact that they are, but they kind of half make some half-assed comment that the pills don't do that all that much. It's only like a 1% or 2% increase or whatever.
In one of them, because there's two pills. There's a green pill for your physicality and the blue pill for your intellect. So that's what he was struggling with, his intellect. But it was just terrible, I thought it was really horrible. Yeah. So I don't know if they're going to come back. Is that guy related to Gerard Butler?
Who, Jeremy
guy?
Rhymes? Or whatever his name is.
It looks like him.
Jason, what's his name? God, I got a mental blank.
Is it Ryman? I don't know.
I don't know. He's good. I liked him. I don't mind him. He's pretty good. Liked him in
Good Adventures. The guy that he met at the hut, the other agent,
Jeremy Renner.
Renner. Jeremy Renner. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
The guy that he met in the hut, the other agent at the start. I thought they were going to bring him back in as well. Like they cut things off in the plot. Because although the hut got blown up, you didn't actually see him die. And the whole thing with these films is you need to see a body to know they're dead.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. They just cut that off. And then he wrestles a wolf in the fucking woods. And, it was just...
it was very disjointed, yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, it wasn't.
It was.
Yes.
It was.
So.
Yeah.
No, very good. Well, we're coming up on our half an hour mark for the show.
That's excellent, because I've got big news. Wait, before you go.
All right,
huge news.
All right.
Before we do it, and we know what's coming up before you jingle.
Yes.
Guess who has been blocked on Twitter by a certain somebody?
No.
Yep.
Are you serious?
He's blocked me. He's blocked me.
Mr. Seth Hendricks. Is Seth famous? That's
Not Jetsons.
George Jetson
Give up
again.
the Jetsons thing. Give up the George Jetsons.
All right,
but is Seth famous?
Wow. So you're telling me... Yeah, okay, yeah, go on.
Well, while you're checking if he's famous...
Yes.
Because he's blocked me on YouTube, I'm now gonna have a little piece to say about him, and that he's a douchebag.
Hang on, what did you say to him to incur the wrath of Seth and the blocking?
It was actually a while ago, and I only just noticed. Now, just for our viewers out there, and even though you probably
viewers,
you don't listeners. Sorry, we're not on video.
I was gonna say, dude, can you take that camera out of the bathroom? It's weird.
Yeah. Or are we? Oh, well, without getting sidetracked, there's those conspiracy nuts out there that reckon the government can now tap into your computer and turn on your webcam in your PC and look what you're doing. look at what you're doing.
I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm watching porn. They don't need to waste billions on that sort of research. Let me give you a clue. I'm watching porn or streaming illegal movies and TV.
Yeah. Sorry, but just for the listeners out there, and I know you don't want to go into too much detail about this, but we dabble in short film a little bit, and we might get to the stage where we release some of these on our site. So William's quite a successful producer and director. For those of you that don't know,
and unfortunately, me and Ben Affleck are gonna have a few drinks on Oscar night because we've both been snubbed from the Directors Awards. So
that's right. Well, you were the creative consultant on that movie, so
well, I'm sure I've seen it. So go on.
But one of your characters from your old from one of the videos that we used to do, you made a comment on his Twitter from that handle, from that alias, and he and I got on that, and I said to him, hey, blah blah blah, and I got onto that chain, and he blocked me ever since then. He can't take criticism, but he's got this thing. I was looking at the comments on his videos the other day, and I'll just find it, because he must have said something in his vlogs. I don't watch them, about people who are in telemarketers in call centers, even though we've just had a go at them. But someone said on his comments, like, that's really rude, you shouldn't say that about telemarketers. And he's like, well, yes, you should, because most of them are in the Philippines or something and they're idiots, something along those lines.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Like, it seems to be his edge to do that sort of nasty commentary or whatever. And that's cool, providing that you can take it, but he can't take it from anyone. Anytime someone does the same to him, he just blocks them on Twitter. So fuck you, Seth.
Whoa, okay. Well, he's this week we're at 6,404 subscribers. And as we mentioned last week, his latest video is called Crazy Cats and Babies, and that's only got 881 views as of today. So yes, I'm afraid still not famous. You know what I want to actually do as well as a jingle? I just thought about, like, a Mythbusters thing. You know, like the Mythbusters have, like, busted or plausible.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So maybe one day we'll get to play the famous bell, but unfortunately it will just be the still not famous thing there. So,
well, so Seth, it's going to be still not famous or famous. Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't want to go into douchebag or not douchebag yet. So.
Yeah, I just kind of got a bit nasty. I'm sorry, Seth. I apologise. I got a bit nasty there. Let's just clear the air.
Yeah, let's clear the air, and see what he does. Yeah. So,
allow me back on Twitter. Yeah. I want to be one of your 45 good followers. Yeah.
Ooh. Harsh. Oh, dear. Very good. All right, well, I haven't really got anything else. I've got a few. Well, actually, I've got lots to say, but we've run out of time. So, until next week, have a good week, and we'll catch you next week.
Okay, see you later.
See ya. Oh, that was good, man. Hey, can you do me a favour? Can you get Stanley on the phone for us?
Yeah, I can get Stan on the phone. Why is that? Have you lost his number or something?
Yeah. Well, it's just been bugging me. Can you get on the phone to Stan? I just want to ask him if when the thing blows his load, it comes out like gravel.
I'm not ringing him and telling him that.